Just let everything be super limp and soft and relaxed onto your mat. Start to direct your awareness to your breath. For these next few breaths, take deep breaths in through your nose and release your breath through your mouth. Allow each in-breath to get a little more length, a little more depth. And each out-breath to relax you a little deeper into your mat. And then think about with each inhale, visualize a stream of white golden light coming into your body as you breathe in. Really filling your whole body with light, breathing right into the center of your chest. And you can give this breath whatever other qualities might speak to you. Maybe there's some glitter, shimmer, or a certain color. Stay with this breath as you move through class today. Think about drawing in a beautiful golden stream of light, really filling your body with lightness, the qualities of light. Let's start to breathe together before we start to move. So I want everyone to exhale fully. Just feel the navel come up and into the spine as you exhale fully. And then inhale fully through your nose. Big deep breath in and pause at the top of your inhale. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Repeat, deep inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Open mouth, sigh it out. One more together like that. Deep inhale. Take another sip of air, biggest breath in of the day. And then open mouth, exhale. Press your lips together, start to inhale and exhale through your nose. Let's start to cultivate our Ujjayi breath. So you're gonna give your breath that same ha sound of sighing out the mouth, but keeping the lips pressed. That's gonna create your audible breathing, kind of an oceanic sound. Again, you wanna stay with this breath as you move through your class. Walk both hands over towards the right side of your mat. You might stack your left hand over top of your right. Feel that nice opening. Breathe deeply into your left side. Ujjayi, full, complete, oceanic breaths. Then walk your hands to the opposite side. Walk your hands back through center. Keep your knees and your feet right where they are. Start to crawl your hands forward into puppy pose. So I want you to stack your hips over your knees and melt your chest to your mat. Bring your forehead down to your mat. Relax all the muscles in your face. From here, keep your forearms down. Come into Sphinx pose. So lying on your belly, drop your hips. Want your feet about hip width distance here. And then pull your hands back towards you. That's gonna pull your chest through your shoulders. Start to look over your left shoulder and then your right. Press your pubic bone down into your mat. Start to engage your glute muscles. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. And then come back through center from your Sphinx pose. We're gonna take a cat-cow in our Sphinx pose. I know it's weird, just go with it. So on your inhale, I want you to arch even more, lift your gaze. On your exhale, lift your hips, press into the tops of your feet and round. So you're lifting your thighs off your mat, look back towards your feet. But on your inhale, drop down to your hips. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, again, pressing into the tops of the feet. Lift your kneecaps, lift your thighs, look back towards your feet, round. Navel up and in, keep going, move with your breath. We're starting to wake up our core here. So we're going to be doing a lot of balancing today. Last round. And then make your way to all fours. Start to sway your hips from side to side. Look over one shoulder and then the other. I think really stretching into your side body. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Take your time. Pedal out through the heels. Look at your hands, spread your fingers wide on your mat. Lift your tailbone towards the ceiling. So want more length through the arms. Pull your shoulders down away from ears. Ujjayi. On your next inhale, shift forward plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, wave your body forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow movements, deep breaths. Keep going, move with your breath. Hold plank on your next round. And come down to your knees for chaturanga. Our first one, I want everyone to roll your shoulders down. Shift your weight forward a little bit into the hands, lower halfway down. Elbows 90 degrees, elbows in, shoulders down. Hold. One more deep in breath here. Come all the way down to your belly. Cobra pose, peel up. Keep your hands under your shoulders. Exhale, lower. Cobra, another round. Inhale, press into the tops of your feet. And exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. Come up and hold. Shoulders in. Elbows in. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet to touch and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Back to three-leg dog. Lift your heel a little higher towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Knee to nose, round forward. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, hold. And then step your foot all the way through your hands. Bring your back knee to your mat. Low lunge, sweep your arms high. Grab opposite elbows. And pull the elbows back. Pull the biceps back to frame the ears. I want you to check it and see if you've let your rib cage splay open and draw that area back in. Gaze is slightly up towards the ceiling. Release the elbows. Listen, crawl your hands forward, warrior three prep. So left leg is gonna come extend back behind you. I want you to keep your hands on your mat for this round. Let's just focus on the hips and the legs. All right, so you want both legs straight and strong. Flex both of your feet. Point your left hip bone down. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Navel up and in. Pyramid pose. Lower your left foot down. Keep your hands down on your mat. Square your hips, pull your right hip back, and fold. Plank pose. Chaturanga, come to your knees if you need to at this point in your practice. Halfway lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, lifting the kneecaps. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, open up through the hip. Three-leg dog. Knee to nose. Back to three-leg dog, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, round. Hold. See if you can get the knee up a little more into your chest. And then lightly step your left foot through. Lower your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Grab opposite elbows, maybe taking the opposite grip this time. Pull the elbows back. Melt your hips. Lift your gaze. Open heart. Release the hands down to your mat. Crawl forward, warrior three. Take your time setting it up. Navel up and in. Inner thighs squeezing. Deep breathing. Pyramid pose. Fold as you're ready. Forehead towards your front knee. One more big breath in. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Start to build a little heat here. I want you to come into your down dog squat. So feet are about hip width distance here, and then bend your knees a lot so that your knees come to hover just above your mat. This is your down dog squat. Shift forward plank pose. Back to your down dog squat. Start to move a little faster. Move with your breath. This is such a great move to get out of your head. Just all body and breath here. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward towards your hands. And step your feet up to meet your hands. Bring your big toes to touch. Part your ankles, halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose. Sweep your arms up, join your palms. Hands to heart center. Set your drishti, your gaze. Look at one thing that's not moving. Feel your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Sit even lower in your chair pose. See if you can get your thighs parallel to your mat. Fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Starting to pick up our pace here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Step your right foot through your hands, spin your back heel down. Sweep up, one big breath in. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side. Warrior 1. Take your time, feel your breath in. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ujjayi. Let's do one more round like that. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Hold your chair. See if you can get even lower. Get your seat down. Even if that means you're pitched forward a little more through the upper body. Fold, exhale. Half lift, look forward. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. One breath in, sweep up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side. Warrior 1. Big breath in. Even more weight through your front foot. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Bend your knees even more. Maybe jump this time. Spring forward or walk. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Get even lower this time. And bring your seat all the way to your mat, boat pose. I love that transition. Right into our sun salutation B's, right into boat pose. So hold your boat pose. If you need to grab behind the thighs, do that. Roll your shoulders down, open chest. Option to stay here or straighten into your legs and hold. Maybe just try it out. Straighten the legs, look at your big toes. Look at the hair on your big toes. Hold there. Come down a little lower. One more big breath in. Release chaturanga. Cross your legs, step or jump back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Option to stay here or flip your dog. Bring your right foot behind you, lift your hips towards the ceiling, open your chest, open your right arm. Breathe right into the center of your chest. Take in all the light, all the glitter, all the shimmer. Back to three-leg dog, right leg lifts. Knee to nose. Hold there. Lightly step your foot through high lunge. Grab opposite elbows. Pull your biceps back. More weight through your front thigh, even deeper bend through the front thigh. Fix your gaze. Ujjayi. Bring your hands down to your mat, warrior three prep. So we'll build it from the ground up. Right, so how we started class, bring your hands down, flex your left foot. Then as you're ready, if you're ready, bring your hands to your chest, to heart center. We're gonna start to flow here between warrior three and dancing Shiva. So you're gonna start to stand up onto your right leg. Listen, you can look at me if you need to. Left knee bent 90 degrees, balancing on the right foot. Swing the left foot forward. Come back to warrior three. Inhale, dancing Shiva. Exhale, warrior three. If you want to extend your arms forward, you can. Keep going, move with your breath. Allow this to be a moving meditation. Really sink in your movement with your breath here. So the right leg is doing a lot of work here. I want you to spread your toes on your mat. Really think about grounding down into your right foot. Biggest, deepest breaths as you possibly can muster. One more round and hold your warrior three. Standing splits pose, hands down. Lift your left leg a little higher towards the ceiling. If you can get it just a little higher than your warrior three pose, do that. And start to draw the crown of your head towards your mat. So even more fold. We're gonna start to flow here. Listen, watch me if you need to. Inhale, lift your left leg a little higher. Exhale, round. Bend both knees a lot. Come onto the tippy toe of your right foot. Good, and then come back to your standing splits pose. Inhale, exhale, round. See if you can hover your left foot just above your mat. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, round. Tiny little ball. Tippy toe of the right foot. Keep going. Let your challenge be here. How big can you get your breath? Last round right here. Hold standing splits. Pyramid pose. This time I want you to sweep all the way up to standing. Set your legs, but lift your arms high. So right foot is forward. Both hips are pointing straight forward. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Come halfway down, flat back, and hold. Hold, 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 okay? I want you to think here about drawing the navel up and in, and getting the arms a little higher to frame the ears. So lifting the arms up, lifting the navel up, bringing the torso down. Hold and breathe. This is hard. One more huge in-breath. And fold, hands to frame your front foot. Transition into wide-legged forward fold. So I want you to spin over towards the left side of your mat. Readjust your stance a little bit here. Point your toes forward, feet come parallel to each other. And lengthen your spine forward, big breath in. Weight into your toes, exhale, crown of your head towards your mat. Even more weight forward, crown of your head closer to your mat. And I want you to nod your head, yes, shake it out, no. Feel that natural traction alongside the back of your skull. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand all the way up. Coming into your horse pose or goddess squat. So put your toes out from here. Sink your seat towards your mat. Hold. Little adjustment here. I want you to press your hips a little forward. So you're tucking your tailbone down towards your mat. Yeah, and then gently bring the knees back. So you want to eventually be able to see the big toes on the inside of your front thighs. Yeah. Get a little lower. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Big sweep up and over with the left arm. Lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Open chest. Even lower through the thighs. And then switch to the opposite side. Left forearm down. Right arm reaches up and over, lift your gaze. And back through center, bring your hands together. Sink a little bit lower. One more in-breath. Straighten out your legs. Pivot towards your left foot. Come into high lunge. So we'll repeat the same thing towards the opposite side. So more weight through your left foot. Deeper straightening through the back leg. See if you can wiggle your right foot back a little bit. Stack your heel over the ball mound of your foot. Grab opposite elbows. Pull your elbows back. Fix your gaze. Hopefully you have something nice to look at, a leaf or a tree or a mountain or your dog or, I don't know, a picture on your wall. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot, crawl forward into your warrior three prep. Flex your right foot even more, navel up and in. Option to draw your hands to your heart. Come into your dancing Shiva. So keep that left leg as your pillar as your right leg moves forward and back like a pendulum. Back to warrior three. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the leg through, come to standing. Exhale, release. Be really intentional about where you look here. That's gonna help you balance. Keep going, move with your breath. Move slowly enough to keep connection with what your body's doing. Just be aware, be really present. In your next round, hold your warrior three. Think about extending your arms forward if they're not already. Standing splits. Hands down. Release your head. Relax all the muscles in your face. In your next in-breath, reach your right leg a little higher if you can. Exhale, round, tiny little ball, both knees bend. Hover your right foot or touch the top of your right foot to your mat. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, round. Come onto the tippy toe, left foot. Inhale, reach. Standing splits. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, hold standing splits. Pyramid pose, set your feet, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. Square your hips. Come halfway down, flat back. Really reach, reach, reach the fingertips forward. Look down at your big toe. Hold, breathe. One more big breath in. Fold, pyramid. Wide-legged forward fold. Spin around the side of your mat. Bring your feet parallel. Roll your weight forward, fold. This time I want you to find a little bend side to side, stretching into your hips. Come check on you guys. Make sure everyone's okay. That was a lot of glutes. Good. Come back to your Ujjayi. Walk your hands to frame your right foot. Step back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Just realized we need to do flip dog on the left side. So lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up your hip. And then stay in scorpion or flip dog. Left toes behind, open chest. Really open up, look towards the ceiling. Smile. A huge, big smile. Like your whole body's smiling. Back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward towards the top of your mat, step or jump to the top. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Eagle pose right side, right arm under, right leg up and over. See how low you can sit through your chair and then lift your elbows up. Set your gaze, draw your navel in, upper body back. And release, back to chair. Eagle pose, left side. Left arm under, left leg over. Ujjayi. And release, come all the way to standing. Arms sweep up. Hands to heart center. Dancer pose. Plant your left foot. Bend your right knee. Grab a hold of the right foot with your right hand. Extend your left arm up. Draw your knees together, and as you're ready, just start to barely kick. I want you to mindfully, slowly come in and just meet yourself exactly where you are. No need to overdo anything. If you need to use the wall, do that. The wall's really fun to use here. Might as well, you're at home. Think about squaring your hips down. Fix your drishti, 1 point. One more deep inhale, go to your edge. Back to standing. Dancer pose left side. Right into it as you're ready. Again, be less concerned with how this looks or if you're maybe doing it right, and more concerned with how it feels in your body and what the quality of your breath is like. One more in breath, find your edge. And release, back to mountain pose, bring your hands together. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Shift forward, plank pose. And then slow lower all the way to your belly, rest. Bring one ear down to your mat. Let yourself feel supported by your mat. Let your body become limp. No holding, no breath control here. Bring your hands down by your hips if they're not already there. And then face your palms up towards the ceiling. Start to lift your palms like you're gonna press into the ceiling, lift your chest, and then lift your legs. Bring your feet together. So bring your big toes to touch like you have one tail, and then go a little higher. Locust pose. Feel this in your triceps. Look up with your eyes. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. Deepen your breath. And come down, rest. Opposite ear down. Floor bow pose. Bend your knees. Grab the tops of your feet. Bring your knees up to hip width distance. And then kick. And as with dancer, again, it does not matter the depth you get into this pose. What matters is how it feels in your body. So find that delicious place where it feels like a stretch with a little bit of strengthening. And hold there, breathe. One more big breath in. Come down, cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Half pigeon pose, right side. Bring your right shin to your mat. Wiggle your left foot back. And the more stretch you're going to get is the more parallel your front shin bone is with the front side of your mat. By no means is that your ultimate goal, but that's how you can deepen into the pose. As you're ready, come down to forearms. Completely release yourself into the pose. Couple more deep breaths here. Start to make your transition back to down dog, no rush. As you're ready, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Half pigeon pose on the left side. Really graceful transition, Catherine. Good, Bri. Yeah, just coming as deep as you can. I know this is a big one for you. Big stretch. Guys always have really, really tight hips. Good, Kyla. Good modification, Tiff. Couple more deep breaths. Jamae has her kiddo on her back, doing partner yoga with her. All right, come back to downward facing dog. That's good. Assisting over there, Molly. Is that Molly? All right, come down onto your seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Extend your right leg out about 45 degrees, maybe just a little more. Sole of your left foot comes in. Sit really tall. Turn to face your right leg. And inhale. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Flat back. Really flex your right foot towards your face. It's going to give you more opening through the back side of your leg. Use your breath to see if you can get a little more release into your pose. And release, switch sides. Forward fold as you're ready. This is really challenging for you. You don't feel very flexible through the backs of your legs. You can always bend your knee to make it a little more accessible. Then slowly, breath by breath, you can start to straighten out through the leg. Release, bring your legs out in front of you, straight out in front, staff pose, bring your feet together. Sit tall. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, fold. Again, bend your knees here if you need. You want to keep length through the back. Also, don't round through your spine here. And then breath by breath, start to straighten out through the legs. Release. Bring your hands behind you for reverse plank pose. So plant your hands, lift your hips towards the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs. Then as you're ready, if it feels good for the neck, you can let the neck go, the head go. Open up your jaw, scrunch up your face, wiggle out your jaw. Push your hips a little higher, one more breath. And release, come on to your back. Bridge pose, one round. So if you want to take full wheel, do that here. So bridge your wheel. Plant your feet as you're ready, lift your hips. Think about drawing the knees in towards one another. And squeezing your butt cheeks together. Back to your Ujjayi breath. One more big breath in. Push your hips a little higher. And release, come down. Draw your knees into your chest. Happy baby. I always like to kind of shift from side to side here, straighten into my legs. Bring your knees back into your chest. And then drop both knees towards your left side for spinal twist. Just check in with where your mind is, where are your thoughts going? What's your emotional state? I find that it's hard sometimes to kind of pinpoint what it is exactly that I'm feeling. Drop your knees to the other side. That's why we do this practice, so we can get a little closer to the truth of who we are. We can get clarity of mind, clarity of our thoughts. Come back through center, come into waterfall, or you can do legs up the wall. For waterfall, slide a pillow or a block or a blanket or something under your sacrum, or you can bring your legs up your wall. Yeah, good. As you lie here, I'm going to share a poem with you. It's called Allow. It really spoke to me just kind of with everything that's going on. I've found that it's really easy to get pulled into negative thinking or wishing things were a certain other way. So yeah, this poem really spoke to me. It's called Allow. It says, there is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt containing a tornado. Dam a stream and it will create a new channel. Resist and the tide will sweep you off your feet. Allow and grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in. The wild with the weak. Fear, fantasies, failures, and success. When loss rips off the doors of your heart, or sadness veils your vision with despair, practice becomes simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to your new eyes. Come down into Shavasana. Again, I got carried away, so we have 2 minutes to 10 o'clock, so don't leave. Don't turn me off. Stay here for 2 minutes. Come into stillness. Now, Shavasana doesn't need to look a certain way. It just needs to be stillness. No need to control the mind. But I want you to come back to that visualization we started class with of breathing in light, a big bright light right into the center of your chest. Think about the sun burning brightly in the middle of your chest, and each stream of breath in is just feeding that sun even more light, infusing your whole body with light. Start to take some deeper breaths. Bring some gentle movement back into your fingers and toes. And then stretch your arms up overhead. Take a huge breath in. Make your way onto either side. Pause in fetal position. Let yourself be held for another moment. And make your way to a seated position. Bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you all so much for showing up today. I bow to you all as I bow to myself. Namaste. Thank you guys. So good to see you all. I love practicing with you. Look for our June schedule. We're gonna have some classes planned for outdoor on our rooftop, weather permitting. And I also just put up a class yesterday for June 5th. It's Friday. It's a full moon and a lunar eclipse. And I'm gonna do a rooftop flow at 7 p.m. on that Friday. So if you're interested in signing up for that, let me know. That's an extra fun class that's going to be outside, 10 people limit. So yeah, space is limited if you want to sign up for that. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Please
Allie,
leave
I love
any
that poem.
feedback.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Allie. I think that was Allie, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, hi. Good to
Great
see you,
poem.
girl.
You too. Are you doing the Gabby Bernstein 21-day meditation challenge?
No, I'm not. I thought about it. Are you?
I am, because I have been totally struggling to get into a meditation practice, and I thought it would get me into it. So today's day 3. I'm gonna do it right after class.
Amazing. How long is it each day? Bye, Kara.
Like under 10 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll do it the next time she does it. It already started, right?
It did, but you can, if you sign up for it, then you can just do it. You could just be 2 days behind. You would have the meditations. They're all there. So
that's so cool. I should totally do it.
I was thinking about it. And then, do you know Kim Hudson? And then
Uh-uh.
she goes, she's a friend in town. She lives up the street from me.
Okay.
And I was like thinking about it. And then she was like, do you want to do it with me? And I was